Asia's biggest agro exhibition, Maha, is back. Bring your family to discover the agriculture, horticulture, and agritourism with exciting attractions and live performances by your favorite artists. Maha 2026, 28th August to 6th September at My Amsterdam.
The special Dewan Rakyat sitting on the Tabung Haji RCI report saw PAS and Wawasan Negara MPs walk out after their call to postpone the debate over Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's absence was rejected. Meanwhile, Anwar hit back at the opposition, questioning whether they wanted to debate about him or Tabung Haji. This and more on KiniNews. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, who recently underwent surgery, has accused the opposition of neglecting Tabung Haji depositors by refusing to participate in a special Dewan Rakyat debate on the Royal Commission of Inquiry report into the Pilgrimage Fund. He questioned why Perikatan Nasional chose to stay out of the debate despite frequently positioning itself as a defender of Malay and Muslim interests. Anwar also accused PN of turning the special sitting into a political spectacle, questioning the coalition's sincerity. In a Facebook post, he asked whether they wanted to debate about him or about Tabung Haji. He said Malay Muslims had been betrayed, yet there were still those who wanted to engage in political theatrics. Anwar's remarks came after PN Chief Whip Taqiyuddin Hassan announced that opposition MPs, mainly PAS and Wawasan Negara lawmakers, would not participate in the debate. This was in protest against Dewan Rakyat Speaker Johari Abdul's decision to proceed with the special sitting despite their demand for a postponement so that Anwar could be present to table the reports and allow for a proper debate on the matter.
Baik, saya jemput Menteri, silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kami tidak mengikuti perbahasan ini di pihak pembangkang. Terima kasih.
Maksudnya pembangkang nak walkout? That's your decision? Nah, saya nak tanya sekarang. Adakah pembangkang nak walkout? Please.
Yes.
Okey. Pembangkang ke atau individu tertentu? Saya nak dengar. Adakah pembangkang atau individu tertentu?
Kami...
No, saya nak dengar. Kalau siapa yang nak keluar, keluar. Kalau siapa nak tunggu, tunggu. Itulah keputusan. Sebab rakyat sudah melihat anda. Silakan. Silakan Menteri.
Earlier, Anwar had apologized for being unable to attend the sitting. In a statement, his senior press secretary Tunku Nasrul Abaida said Anwar, who is currently undergoing treatment, had prayed for the proceedings to go smoothly. He added that the Prime Minister will closely follow the debate to ensure that the trust placed in the institution continues to be safeguarded. Tunku Nasrul said Anwar's health was improving and that he will continue to undergo physiotherapy under the supervision of a team of medical specialists. He said the Prime Minister also thanked everyone who had prayed for his health and well-being, as well as those who had sent him their greetings and good wishes on his 79th birthday yesterday. Yesterday, Anwar's medical team said he had successfully undergone an elective laparoscopic surgical procedure to treat a para-umbilical hernia. Still on the topic, after the walkout, Perikatan Nasional Chief Whip Taqiyuddin Hassan said that they had sought the postponement as Anwar, who had called for the special sitting, should be present. He also argued that the RCI and its findings were already in the public domain, citing Anwar's own references to the matter. Meanwhile, opposition leader Hamzah Zainudin said the government should not waste time on a special sitting on the report if it amounts only to a ministerial briefing with no decision or vote. Hamzah, who is the Wawasan president, also questioned why the RCI reports only covered events up to 2022, saying subsequent developments were not addressed. He further accused the Harapan chairperson of failing to be transparent on Tabung Haji and other issues.
Saya nak maklumkan kepada rakyat semua, kita hilang keyakinan kepada Perdana Menteri yang tidak menjelaskan perkara yang benar. Jadi tak kira masa bila, dulu atau sekarang, sama je. Kalau dia tidak menjelaskan perkara yang benar. Sebab itu bila kita kata kita nak bahas dalam, dan akhirnya hanyalah merupakan penerangan menteri dan tidak akan ada keputusan yang dia ambil, kita boleh lakukan seperti ini, kita boleh buat press conference, kita boleh keluarkan statement, kita boleh hantar surat, itu semua boleh kita lakukan melalui jawatan kuasa, semua boleh kita lakukan. Jadi tak payah buang masa lah. Baik itu, tadi pun saya dengar, Putrajaya minta sampai ada 2 hari. Dia kata tak payahlah 2 hari. Menunjukkan apa? 2 hari pun dia kata buang masa je. Kalau dia tahu 2 hari itu buang masa, Sama je kalau dah buang masa, satu hari pun buang masa juga. Itu pada pendapat kami lah.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. DAP delegates will vote this Sunday on whether to remain in Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's government. According to analysts, either choice could carry political risks. Political analyst Shaza Shukri said an exit by DAP could be used by Perikatan Nasional and BN as leverage against Anwar, reinforcing the narrative that his coalition partners had lost confidence in his leadership. She added that it could also lead to the opposition to also push harder for Parliament to be dissolved, paving the way for the 16th general election to be held sooner. Shaza also warned that DAP's exit could weaken the government and open it to attacks from the opposition. She said that the government could become constantly defensive and that could make other reform efforts harder to pursue. However, Shaza acknowledged that DAP was also being placed in a difficult position. She said the party needs to do something or it will look like it has lost its fangs. She added that leaving could rebuild supporter confidence, but DAP would also lose influence from being outside the government. Another analyst, Mazlan Ali, said the decision reflects DAP taking accountability. He pointed to weaker results in recent state elections and said that Chinese voters have started shifting towards BM. Mazlan said if DAP leaves the cabinet, the government will not be significantly affected since 40 MPs will continue to support it. However, he said in terms of unity, it would suggest there is a split. UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Akmal Saleh has taken a more measured tone over the missing crescent and star symbols on the Jalo Gemilang in Terengganu, seeking evidence to establish whether the explanation given by state authorities was accurate. This is in sharp contrast to his usual approach of calling out flag-related errors and other issues. In a video last night, Akmal urged Perikatan Nasional Chairperson and Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar to instruct the City Council to check for evidence that the missing crescent and star symbols on the Jalo Gemilang were unintentional.
Dan saya nak minta Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar, biasanya kalaulah kata bulan dan bintang tu jatuh dijahit dan jatuh, mesti ada kesan jahitan kat situ. Saya minta Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar untuk minta MBKT untuk tunjukkan ada tak kesan jahitan yang jatuh dekat situ. Jadi kalau ada, supaya rakyat dapat tahu yang mana satu betul, yang mana satu salah. Dan jika tak ada, saya minta Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar Terengganu untuk ambil tindakan yang sangat tegas kepada siapa yang menggantung bendera ni. Kalau dia tahu bendera tu memang dah tak ada bulan dan bintang dan bendera tu cacat, kenapa bendera itu digantung?
Akmal then recounted last year's Penang flag error, in which a trader momentarily hoisted an upside-down Jalo Gemilang. He had insisted then that the act was intentional, despite the trader claiming it was a mistake. Akmal's comments came after DAP MP Arsen Rayer questioned UMNO Youth's silence over the incident. A video had previously circulated showing the defective flag, prompting Samsuri to describe it as an accident. Kuala Terengganu Mayor Lizan Chet Mat later said the crescent and star had been stitched onto the flag but had come loose due to strong coastal winds. The flag has since been replaced. Back to Anwar, the Prime Minister has filed a defamation suit against past Deputy President Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man. The case involves statements allegedly made during a past drama in Kuala Krau on June 14th. According to Bernama, Anwar said the statements directly refer to him. He said they concerned his character, integrity, position, profession, and status as Prime Minister. Anwar claimed these statements were untrue, baseless, and excessive. He also described them as malicious and unsupported by reasonable facts or evidence. His lawyer Sankara Nair said Anwar is seeking general damages, aggravated damages, and exemplary damages. The lawsuit also seeks interest, costs, and other relief deemed appropriate by the court. On July 30th, Sankara said that Anwar's letter of demand was sent via email to Tuan Ibrahim, giving the Kubang Kerian MP 48 hours to respond. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.